Hi, I'm AJ Hoge of EffortlessEnglishClub.com. Let's talk about job interviews, specifically job interviews in English. Now, job interviews are another situation that can cause a lot of stress, a lot of nervousness, even in your own language. But when you have to do a job interview in English, of course, then it's much scarier and you can feel a lot more nervous. I think of job interviews as just a special kind of English presentation. Instead of making a speech to a group, you're basically giving a presentation about yourself to one or maybe a couple of interviewers. But it's that same pressure, the same stress, the same need to perform under pressure. And therefore, that technique of practicing when you are in an excited state, when you have a lot of adrenaline, it's also useful for job interviews. So when you practice for a job interview, don't do it when you're just feeling relaxed and calm. You know, a lot of people, they have a list of job interview questions from some book or something, and they practice giving their answers, but they do it and they're just sitting down and kind of, relaxed. So they're practicing when they're really just relaxed. But then when the job interview comes, of course, the heart beats, they get more and more nervous, more and more nervous. And when your name is called, oh my God, then you feel really nervous, right? You sit down and you're looking at the person. They start asking you these questions. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Why do you want to work here? Why should we hire you? All these kind of little bit direct questions or difficult questions. If you don't practice under pressure, then you will not perform well under pressure. So your practice needs to be close to the real event. So once again, I would like to put on music, get really excited, and get even a little bit of tired physically. So I'll jump up and down until I'm breathing heavy and my heart's beating. Then suddenly I will grab a card and look at an interview question and practice my answer while I'm feeling tired, while I'm breathing heavy, while my heart's beating, while I'm feeling all this excitement and energy in my body. Then I give my answer. Then I'll do it again. I'll get really excited. And then I grab another question and I practice giving my answer. And I repeat this again and again and again and again. I practice with my body being very excited and energized, right? It's close to feeling nervous. And then I start to train my body. Instead of feeling nervous, I'm going to feel excited and powerful during a job interview. So again, I use rock and roll music, powerful music, and I get myself really excited. Yeah. Then I grab a question. What is your greatest strength? And then I practice it. Like maybe I look in a mirror and I say, my greatest strength is that I am persistent. I never stop. I never quit. When I have a problem, I will keep working on it again and again and again. If I can't find the answer, then I go and I ask other people. If they can't help me, then I get on the internet. I read books. I do whatever I need to do to find the solution to the problem. That's a powerful interview answer. See, and I practice it in that powerful state. Now, when I'm actually sitting in front of someone, I might not be quite so loud about it. It depends on the interviewer. If they're really relaxed, then I don't want to overwhelm them and be too strong. But I practice in that state because I know during the interview, I may be nervous. So I want to practice dealing with all that energy. And I also want to give powerful, confident answers. You must practice that. You must train it. Because if you just practice at home, oh, well, I'm really persistent, and you're reading your little answer, or you're just saying it, I'm really persistent and I don't give up, and and you're practicing with this kind of emotion, well, then in the job interview, guess what? That's the same emotion you'll have. Except it'll be worse, because in the job interview, you'll be nervous, your heart will be beating faster, and so then your voice will start to shake, and you'll say, I'm really persistent, and I don't give up, and I never quit, and I never stop. If there's a problem, I just find the answer. You'll forget a lot of the great stuff you're going to say, and most important, your voice tone, your face, your body will not look strong. They won't be confident. You must practice this. So just like with speeches, when you're practicing for a job interview, Put on some loud music, get yourself excited, then give your answer. Say it to the mirror, feeling strong and powerful. Just let the English come out. Don't worry about grammar and don't worry about mistakes. What is much more important than grammar or vocabulary or mistakes is your attitude, your emotion, your feeling, your confidence, your passion. That's what the employer wants to see and feel. You must practice it, you must train it day after day after day before the interview. So when the interview comes, you are ready and you will do a great job. I use this technique many times and it worked great for me getting jobs. It will work for you too, but you must practice it every day. Practice with that powerful emotion. It works. I'm AJ Hoge of EffortlessEnglishClub.com.